Mike's Daily Podcast.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You know, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. Today, we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, and we bring you
Mike's Daily Podcast.
The segment, Do You Know Dat? I'll tell you something interesting you didn't know about some
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Recent fascinating news. So today, the new iPhone comes out. I don't give a crap, and I will shout that from the highest rooftops, and they'll probably be able to hear me in San Francisco because I'm not too far away. All right, there's a bay in between us, so what do you want for nothing? A rubber biscuit?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And Samsung, their phones are exploding.
Mike's
That's fine.
Daily
I've got mine
Podcast.
behind a protective bomb glass because I don't want it to blow up. No! You may not find out about the iPhone looks like or do the iPhone thing. You people. Hey, what happened recently was our president went to China and apparently they didn't give him the right stairs for his plane, and now the conservative talk show hosts have a thing called Stairgate. Hey, why don't you conservative talk show hosts talk about your frickin' Fox News debacle? Your guy Ailment, Roger Ailment, that dude. What the heck? Roger Bill Cosby Ailment and all the women he harassed. What kind of frickin' messed up culture is that with your Fox News, huh? You know, men, do you love your wives? Do you love your girlfriends? Or are you sad like me? You don't have a girlfriend? Cheer up, chum. Things will get better. It'll get better for you. Don't worry. And you're gonna treat your women like that? Great job, Fox News. Oh, look, who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How you doing?
It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
Yeah, well, Fox News is pretty messed up.
It is. You can't deny that. I mean, you love your wife, Benita, don't you?
I love her with all my heart. She's the apple of my eye. She's the beauty in my heart.
Oh. There was a great song by the band known as... Oh my gosh, my instant recall is completely shot today. Badfinger, thank you. Badfinger did a song called Apple of My Eye that will just kill, if you've ever been through a breakup or a divorce or anything, will just kill you. And it's a beautiful song from the early 70s. As Willy Wonka is a beautiful movie from the early 70s that still makes me laugh. I was telling my roommate about it. Oh, look who else just walked in. And about how the humor of that movie is so today. It's dated so well. It's not dated. It's aged well, is what I'm saying. And hey, look who there just walked in.
Hi, Mike. I make the root beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy. I brought my new friend.
Oh, look. Some guy with you.
Hi, Mike. I'm Tim Cook. I'm the guy. What was that for?
That's the little bit of sound effect we throw in every show just to kind of wake people up. Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to be unveiling today my new iPhone, and I'm really excited about it. And I think you should be excited about it too and buy one.
No, I'm going to stick with the exploding phone for now.
But Mike, you're going to miss out on the best technology that's ever been made in America.
No, that's all right, Tim Cook. You're awesome.
I like to wear these shirts with the collar.
You're very casual. It's very good. Very casual indeed.
Mike, who is that guy?
He makes the iPhone products.
What, that guy is here right now?
Yeah, he's here. He's here, right here at Cafe Anyway.
Well, that's surprising.
It is, isn't it? Oh, wait, I think he just left. Mike, I'm gonna leave too, because I feel uncomfortable about all this news about Fox News. About how they're misogynistic and such. Bye, bye. I think I got every other word. Yeah. So Obama, apparently the stairs weren't the right ones for him. Oh well. A new study came out, NPR did it, saying that when you talk, you should talk through your nose, and then you'll sound more like an announcer broadcasting person. Talk through your nose, everyone. Try it today. It's Talk Through Your Nose Day. It's fun. What they discovered was something about trigger words. Triggers. Yes, they would. Their teachers would warn their students ahead of time if there was going to be any uneasy, unsettling material that they were going to cover. Professors do that. Did they do that with me when I was in school? Well, I was asleep. I wouldn't have noticed it anyway. But no, they didn't. The coolest thing a teacher ever did was talk about Suzanne Vega, a college professor. It was of the most boringest, and that's proper grammar, the most boringest class in the history of the world. And it was like Greek philosophy. Yes, it bored me. And not only that, I had to get up super early, drive from Ventura to Goleta, which is an over an hour drive in the most beautiful drive though, because you're driving up Highway 1 and 101. And Reagan talked about it at one of the debates, I think, against Mondale. And I'd be so tired by the time I get to class. And then he would talk about the most boringest stuff. And then I'd fall asleep. But then one day he talked about Suzanne Vega, because Suzanne Vega had written and performed a song. Who's Suzanne Vega? I'm glad you asked. She's married to Mitchell Froom. Or was. I don't know if they still are. Mitchell Froom. If you ever listened to Crowded House, he produced them. He produced Los Lobos. He was one of the most amazing producers out of the 80s. He had a fantastic sound. Look up his stuff. And Suzanne Vega did a song called Luca, and she's also known for that song that the group DNA remixed. Because the original song was just an a cappella from that Luca album, which I forget the name of it. Oh, Sawtooth Standing. There we go. Wow, my instant recall is moving a little bit, but now I think I need to read something. So I'll do that. But first, let me say, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com, a wonderful place to go. If you would like to support the show and you're not averse to buying stuff on Amazon, click on that link at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Buy whatever it is you're going to buy, and that helps us out tremendously. There's also the link to PayPal. If you'd like to donate to the show, you'll get a special greeting from all the wonderful Cafe Anyway characters you've met. Tim Cook's not going to do anything, though, because Tim Cook left. And then there's also the podcast picture. Oh, speaking of which, today's...
And here's today's podcast picture.
It's Basil the Boxer. Yes. And I was feeding him water, and he's gotten so good he's able to lick water right out of the bottle now, like a little baby. And I was so happy when that happened, because I used to have to carry cups around all the time and bowls for him so he could drink it out of that. But he now can do it that way. Keep your dogs hydrated. That's my suggestion. And this was taken at the Hayward Regional Shoreline. Again, another 2 pictures in a row. Wow, Mike, you're getting really lazy. So check that picture out, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Okay. Oh, before we go to the Do You Know Dat segment, if you're listening to music on the radio, I suggest you stop right now and use one of the many, many, many internet radio stations that are on the radio. Of course, there's the one that I work for on the weekend that I do 2 shows, one on Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy the Veal. On countrycrossroadsradio.com. I've been doing that for over a year, about a year and a half now. And it's a huge variety of country music. And I know some of you are like, country, that sucks. Well, thanks for your open-minded response. But there is some great music on this station. We go way back to country's past and then play some of the new stuff and then play a lot of bluegrass and some Americana stuff. That's every weekend. I'm on from 2 to 5, Saturday and Sunday on countrycrossroadsradio.com, but that's Eastern time. And then from 5 to 5:30 on Sunday, or 5:30 to 6, I do some show called the Wood Songs Warm-Up Show, because we bring you this live show called the Wood Songs Show, where people get on stage and play live on the internet radio. It's awesome. You can find out more there at mikesdailypodcast.com. There's a link to all that. And then finally, other internet radio stations that are cool are the ones like Pandora, where you input like a song or an artist and they play you a whole radio station based on that. Everyone's doing that now. So it's not just Pandora, which when I first heard about Pandora, all the way back in 2006, I was 10 years ago. For the past 10 years, I've been listening to Pandora, but I have gotten sick of it because they do tend to play, like, I remember I had a Mike and Mechanics Pandora station, and for some reason it kept playing Jesse McCartney's Beautiful Soul, which that song, I don't know if you remember that, but it to me had nothing to do with Mike and Mechanics. It will throw something at you like, wait, what, why? And you can always give it a thumbs down, but for some reason that doesn't seem to work. Even when you do a thumbs down, they keep bringing it back. I remember they kept playing Journey Separate Ways all the time on one of my stations, even though it was not a Journey station. So I don't know what. But there's other great channels. There's Google Play now has a bunch of channels you can do. You can do the same thing on Slacker. That's been going on for a long time. Last.fm is another one. Slacker actually has DJs pop up. If you get like the certain genre stations, they actually have a DJ that will come on and introduce some of the newer stuff. So do a search, look around, look on like Shoutcast and even TuneIn, even though I kind of don't like that company anymore for various reasons. But there's all kinds of ways. And I work with someone who just started a swing radio station called Swing Street Radio, so check that out too if you like the swing music. All these great ideas. And if you, of course, have a suggestion for a radio station, you can email me. We'll pass it along on this wonderful podcast. You can email me at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section.
Oh my God!
Email for email and your calm and not so calm mess.
Yeah, so go ahead and do that. We'll read those. And you can comment on Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media we are at. Hey, one app you don't want to use for music is iHeart, the iHeart app, iHeart Radio app. They are ridiculous. So I've been doing this podcast for a while, and they will not carry my podcast. They always come up with the craziest excuses. I just keep resubmitting it. Whenever I submit it, it takes them 6 months to review it. And then it's back to, oh no, we can't, for some ridiculous excuse. So frickin' forget them. In the CeeLo song, Forget You. And you know what I'm really trying to say as we bring you this segment.
It's Bison Bentley's Do You Know Dat?
Hey, this is Bison Bentley, and Mike Matthews has a couple of stories that'll make you want to ask yourself, do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that?
Roger Ailes to make $40 million, by the way, leaving Fox News after all of the harassment he did. Good job, Roger Bill Cosby Ailes. So there really is a real Loch Ness monster, Virginia. A 164 million old fossil of an ancient marine animal called the Storloch's monster has been unveiled by researchers in Edinburgh, Scotland. This according to the BBC and AOL.com. And a report by The Telegraph. Scientists say it is the most complete skeleton of its kind that has been found in the country. Experts believe that the remains belong to an ichthyosaur, which one of the researchers has stated, quote, ruled the waves while the dinosaurs thundered across the land. The creature is estimated to have been about 13 feet long with a sharply protruding snoot and cone-shaped teeth. While the fossil had recently been unveiled to the public, it was discovered about 50 years ago by the manager of a local power station. He sensed the significance of the find and contacted a museum to collect them. Now a team of experts from the University of Edinburgh and National Museum Scotland has been formed to further analyze the remains for insights into the creature's evolution. And they apparently lived during the Middle Jurassic period. You can actually watch a really funny sort of ode to Nessie and the Loch Ness Monster on the it's like a special extra version on one of the How I Met Your Mother DVDs. I think it's after the Jason Segel and Allie, the Willow girl, get married, and they go to Scotland on their honeymoon to look for Nessie, and they have these weird sort of video documentaries of their... As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, and the last place on Earth.